Did humans and dinosaurs exist at the same time?
Yes,
How old is the Earth?
approximately 6,100 years old.
When did dinosaurs go extinct?
We can't know for sure, but some people would say somewhere in maybe the first millennia AD.
We are here at the ICR Discovery Center for Science and Earth History, and it looks like a museum here. There's fossils on the side of all different types of animals. There's this DNA here. But inside, we are going to learn that the Earth is 6,000 years old, and the only science book you need is the Bible. Tell me your first name and where you represent.
Okay, so Dr. Christopher Roop, and I have a ministry here called Back to Genesis. So it's a creation science ministry.
Tell me your first name and what you're representing here at the Southern Baptist Convention.
Yeah, my name is Scott, and we're here with creation.com or Creation Ministries International. We actually have offices in 7 countries on 5 continents. We employ an army of PhD scientists around the world that show how the physical evidence in the world and in the universe supports the historical account of the Bible.
Okay, so when you first enter the museum, there's all of history from 2500 BC to 12 AD. You can see everything from the Romans, Greeks, ancient Egyptians, all the way into the Reformation movements. So how old is the Earth?
Well, that would be the perspective you'd have to ask. If you're using the Bible as your guideline, certainly we have Genesis chapter 1 that talks about the days of creation. But interesting, when we go to Exodus 20, where we have the 10 Commandments, it says there that God created everything in the universe in 6 days. All right, so we can actually go back into the Old Testament and look at what's called chronogenealogies. Those are the ones where it says so-and-so was sold when his son was born, he was sold when his son was born. We can actually add up those dates. We get a reliable time span from Adam all the way up to Abraham. After that, God is very explicit about timelines. He tells us exactly how many years the Israel nation was captive in Egypt, exactly how many years this king ruled after this king. We can actually do a mathematical equation. We'll get a reliable time span from Adam all the way up to Jesus. And that turns out to be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 4,100 years, which would put this world at about 6,100 years past creation.
And so we just got out of a science video explaining how the Earth was created in 7 days.
Then God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also.
And one of the days, I forget which one, God created man and woman.
Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness."
It was kind of suggestive, the Adam and Eve stuff.
So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them.
They were very much about to bang, I think.
Then God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply."
And I noticed there's a dinosaur behind you. It looks like a raptor. Did humans and dinosaurs exist at the same time?
Well, dinosaurs would have come into existence on day 6 of creation. That's when he created both land animals.
So 6,000 years ago around?
Yes.
But here we are in the Garden of Eden. And the first thing you'll notice when you walk in is a dinosaur. Dinosaurs and humans existed at the same time here in the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve. And then man and dinosaurs, humans and dinosaurs existed at the same time.
Yeah, they were actually created on the same day, according to the Bible. Land creatures, which dinosaurs are, and man were created on day 6.
Then when did the dinosaurs go extinct? Because I haven't seen any roaming around today.
No, they're not in our zoos, so that is correct. Millions of creatures and species have gone extinct over the millennia that this planet has been on. We don't have all of the answers because we don't have a videotape. We can't go back. Obviously, a lot of people talk about the great asteroid impact that happened around the Yucatan Peninsula, and indeed, the science does show that that really did happen. But if that led to the extinction of all the dinosaurs, then why do we have crocodiles, mammals, and for that matter, humans? So we can't know for sure. But I will tell you that there are over 1,000 written accounts of man and dinosaur coexisting, men writing about slaying dragons.
The Bible does say indirectly that dinosaurs are created on day 6. Why? Because it says land animals are created on day 6 with Adam and Eve. Right there you have coexistence. Adam and dinosaurs coexisting. Is there evidence for that? Yes. There are dragon legends all around the world.
Does the Bible say anything about dinosaurs or dragons?
It does. Actually, if you look at the...
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Before modern translations, like the King James, for example, it's about 22 times in the Old Testament they mention the word dragons.
I'm right here with the dinosaur.
So here's some of the other animals. There's pretty birds. There's some fruit. Some cattle. There's a bird. That's a big bird. And then there's this guy, which I guess is the serpent. He's looking at me right in the eyes right now. It mentions dragons in the Bible. It also says things about giants in the Bible. Did giants exist?
I think they did, and I think we find evidence from that from all kinds of legends around the world again.
Have there been any giant bones that we've found?
Well, I don't get into that, so I'm not an expert on the large fossils. I think there are, but it's hard to validate the legitimacy of a lot of those findings because some look photoshopped. So,
Did God actually say, "You shall not eat of every tree in the garden"? You will not surely die, for God knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil.
Everybody looked at things like the Grand Canyon, and they saw those layers that are now interpreted to be hundreds of millions of years old. However, at that time, they saw that as a result of the worldwide catastrophic flood of Noah's time. And that's what the evidence really supports.
So the Grand Canyon was created by the flood with Noah and his ark?
Yes, those sedimentary layers were laid down, and then because of the water flowing through there, as the water came off of the continents during the flood, which is according to the biblical record, that's when it carved that Great Canyon.
We're on Noah's Ark, I believe, and there's 2 little dinosaurs. Dinosaurs could fit on the ark because they were little. I don't know where they put the other ones that would be bigger or get bigger or whatever, but it's not. You're not worried about that.
So when was Noah's flood, according to the scientists in your organization?
Well, I'd like to say according to the Bible. We can actually, because of all those dates, we can say that the flood was somewhere around approximately 4,500 years ago.
So 4,500 years ago, and we're all descendants of Noah and the people on the ark?
Exactly, yes.
there's powerful scientific evidence that supports the biblical view of a recent creation, a recent flood, which means the earth would be young. Because if the fossil-bearing rock layers were deposited recently, the supposed evidence for millions of years actually is evidence for the flood, in a recent flood. So that was a big deal to me because I had a lot of confusion on that area.
Why did dinosaurs go extinct and why did animals go extinct today? The majority of dinosaurs were wiped out by God's massive worldwide flooding. Okay, we've read about that. Changes to the environment after global flood may have made the earth inhospitable for many dinosaur species. Dinosaurs that were on Noah's Ark may have repopulated afterwards, only to be hunted to extinction by humans.
Are schools teaching this?
Well, certainly public schools are not teaching this. Yeah. The prevailing paradigm in our culture is that evolution and its accompanying millions of years are an absolute fact. And so what we're trying to do is show them how the evidence actually supports the historical account of the Bible.
So that was our visit to the Creation Museum here in Dallas. They spent a lot of time creating some science that explained away other science that didn't work with the book that they definitely are sure is real, that was written by a bunch of people like 2,000 years ago. They made up a lot of explanations for all those things to be true. So, very informative.
Hey, we're the Good Liars, and we have some exciting news.
We are on Substack.
A couple left-leaning people on Substack.
No one's ever done it before.
No one.
But you should be excited because we're going to have exclusive interviews with senators, Congress people.
So would you like to just announce that you're running for president?
I would not.
Flat earthers.
Everybody has their own sun.
What do you mean? Creationists, conspiracy theorists,
Go see the real films. There's no airplanes.
actors, comedians, you name it, we're going to fucking talk to them on our Substack.
We're also going to do write-ups about some of our most exciting experiences.
And if you're looking for a way to support us, you can become a paid subscriber. Help us go to all these terrible, terrible places. You're also going to get exclusive content. It's going to be great.
Trust us.